Hello everybody, it's Bee Wildcat 2 here, back today with another Bee Wildcat Road to Glory video here in NCAA Football 13. This is episode 12, the second episode here in our sophomore season. Michigan State, it appears they're back at home this week as we start off. I believe this is week 5 as we had a bye week after last week's game, and we're taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. Our first Big Ten Conference opponent of the season. So here, ranked number 16, I believe, in the country, coming across the middle of the field, looking to make the catch, and he's got it for a touchdown. Nice way to start off the game against Indiana. First catch goes for a touchdown for Bee Wildcat. And, this is just what we've seen in this series so many times with Bee Wildcat, is he'll go and make catches in the end zone, and we also see a lot of sprinting away from defenders into the end zone. So Michigan State takes a 7-0 lead over Indiana right here. Now 2nd and 4, still in the first quarter, as Wildcats going across the middle on what was supposed to be a curl route, and Wildcat gets inside the 10. It's 1st and goal for Michigan State. I believe they would go on and score a touchdown later in this drive. I don't believe it was Wildcat that scored it, though. I do not remember. It's been a while since I played this game. So anyway, we got B wagging his fingers. Now it's 21-7 now in the second quarter. B gets caught up at the line, makes the catch, and gets the first down on that come across the middle route, as he was supposed to curl back again, but he's finding an open field and getting first downs. 3rd and 1. Nice play on the slant pattern for a first down, as Indiana, they're doing a good job of limiting Wildcat in his receiving yards totals. They saw what he did to Notre Dame last game. They don't want to be the same way this game. So as you see, 21-7 still, now 2:45 remaining in the first half. B goes deep, and B's got a catch, and B's got a touchdown for Michigan State. It is now a 27-7 ball game. The extra point coming up, of course. But here's your legend spotlight for today's game. Early on, you see all of his catches, including the ones across the middle of the field, the slant pattern right there, and the other touchdown right here that we just got. So we got 2 touchdown receptions on the day. We'll see his full stats here. 5 catches for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day for Bee Wildcat. 4th and 1, going for it. Nothing better to do in a 28-7 game. 4th and 1, too close to punt, too far for a field goal. And why not just dial up a long distance call to Bee Wildcat? And apparently B is not calling collect. That's a touchdown for Michigan State on a 4th and 1 play that they shouldn't have even been running. A long streak route down the field for B, diving Indiana defender, and then B shows off and dives himself into the end zone, and he's got his 3rd touchdown reception on the day in a 42-14 game now in the 3rd, as Michigan State, once they get going, they really don't stop in this one, it seems. 2nd down and 15 after a false start. B's going to make the catch. B's going to get 2 Indiana defenders to miss and dive into the end zone himself. Another receiving touchdown. In fact, he has the receiving touchdown in a career record in his sophomore year. 49-14, as that was his 61st career touchdown reception. 1st and 10 now here in the 3rd. B's going deep on the streak route. Can they get it to him? Yes, and he makes the catch. Oh boy, he gets off those defenders, and nobody wanted to tackle him. Touchdown, Michigan State. Another one for Bee Wildcat. Make it 55-14. Of course, the extra point pending, but take a look at the replay, and then we'll have the Bee Wildcat instant replay here in just a moment. Look at this, making the catch and just running all the way down the field for a touchdown. Nothing better than that. So here we go, as you see him give a little fist pump after that. Take a look at the Wildcat instant replay. B goes deep over on the streak route. There are 2 guys coming over, and then there's 2 guys in help defense. B makes the catch. 1 guy misses the tackle. Those 2 run into each other. The 1 guy doesn't even know what the heck's going on. He's late to get into coverage, and both of those guys cannot get Bee Wildcat. That goes for a touchdown. Thank you, Wildcat instant replay. Now 56-14. looks like a same exact play, and it's going to do it again, except there's no bumbling fools this time around who run into each other. Just nobody back there, and they all got burned like a piece of toast. Touchdown, Michigan State, again to Bee Wildcat. What is that, 63 receiving touchdowns now after he broke the record 2 touchdowns ago? My goodness, that is just an unbelievable performance from Bee Wildcat. And not surprisingly, Michigan State would go on to win this one 66-31 over the Indiana Hoosiers. So we are now we only have one loss, and it was to South Florida, as we come into our first Big Ten road game of the year, going to Northwestern. Remember what we did last year? We dominated Northwestern at home late in the season. In fact, you might be able to find that on my channel somewhere. It shouldn't have been too long ago that video was posted, but you remember B had a controversial catch where he ran in front of his defender to make the catch and go for the end zone for the touchdown. In fact, you can see that in the intro if you want to scroll back here after the video and watch the intro again and see that play. But number 15 in the country, 1st and 10, 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half, going deep, and B's got the catch in Northwestern, and nothing much has changed except the sight of the game. Touchdown, Michigan State, and B is going deep again. Just, my goodness, it does not seem like these Big Ten defenses can keep up with the speedster from Dallas here with the Spartans, excuse me, not with the Sparties. Sparties, the mascot, Spartans is the team name. So you see the touchdown there, 28-7 Northwestern now in the second quarter, as Michigan State's defense just was playing a game of cat and mouse, and obviously they were the mouse, and they got eaten by the cat multiple times as they trail 28-7 now, but trying to make a comeback is Bee Wildcat in this Michigan State offense, down 28-7 as we near halftime. B's going deep and nobody wants to cover him. That's fine, just make that one-handed grab in the end zone. Another touchdown for Michigan State. He's got both receiving touchdowns now with 1:13 to go in the first half, 28-13 in favor of Northwestern. After with the extra point coming up. Nice one-handed grab by Wildcat, though, in the end zone. I have to give him credit for that. Now in the third quarter, 3rd and 6, Michigan State's cut it to a 7-point game, coming over the middle of the field. Now going back towards the sideline on 3rd and 6, makes the catch, 1st and goal. Nicely done there. And he's broken the record for receiving yards in a career with 5,011 yards. And this kid is just a freshman, or sophomore, excuse me. 2nd and 5, tie game at 35. B's going deep. Oh boy. Going deep, and nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Michigan State. Cap it off with a dive, Bee Wildcat, as he's given the Spartans their first lead since way back in the first quarter, as he's got 3 receiving touchdowns on the game. Here comes the legend spotlight. Actually, you're watching it right now, and you'll see his stats at the end of this one. But Michigan State takes a lead, 42-35. B has 5 catches for 198 yards and 3 touchdowns on the day. Now still 42-35, 2nd and 7. B gets past the free safety, going deep down the right sideline. He's got another touchdown reception. And now Michigan State's extended their lead to 49-35. Or, well, if they make the extra point, 49-35. As B with his 4th touchdown reception of the game. My goodness, this Northwestern defense, they must be pretty sick and tired of trying to guard Bee Wildcat. They're hoping he goes pro after his junior year. 49-35, 4th and 6. Got to get this first down to cap off the game. And we do. 7 catches, 254 yards, 4 touchdowns. And Michigan State will win this one 49-42 over the Northwestern Wildcats, thus making our record, I believe, 5-1 now, maybe 4-1. If we win this game against Texas State, which will be the last game of this episode, then we will be 5-1, as we're doing 3 games per episode until we get to either the end of his junior year or the end of his senior year. I guess I will let you guys have a say in that, but right now we're halfway through after this game we'll be halfway through with his sophomore year, so we don't want to be talking about that just yet. We're going to focus on the here and now instead of what's coming up in the future. Taking on the Texas State Bobcats. A shout out to Burns trying to get that dynasty going, but probably not anymore. first play, big play to Wildcat there. 41 catches for 1,731 yards and 24 touchdowns on the season as Michigan State leads 7-6 here in the second quarter. Looks like we're about to start the second quarter now. 2nd and 10, looking like we're going to run the curl route. And Bee comes over the middle of the field, makes the catch, gets the first down. And the Michigan State offense will keep driving on down the field after they already have the lead. And hopefully if they can continue to get their offense going, then Michigan State will just have another easy cupcake here in Texas State. Now they lead 17-6 with 39 seconds to go in the first half. Going deep down the left sideline, makes the catch inside the 10. None of the Bobcat defenders can get there in time. Bee's got a touchdown on the day, and Michigan State leads it 24-6. As you see the replay here, Bee just goes deep on the left side, makes the catch. Bobcat defender dives and misses, and Bee's got a touchdown on that one. So nicely done there by Bee Wildcat. Another touchdown. It's common knowledge now that he's got to get at least one per game, it seems. 24-6 still in the third quarter now. 1st and 10 going deep down the middle of the field. Bee's got the catch, and the Bobcat defender will make the tackle this time. 4 catches for 187 yards and a touchdown for Bee on the day. 1st and 10 now as we near the end of the third quarter. 38-6 Michigan State now, as it's just going from bad to worse for Bobcats of Texas State. First down reception there on the slant pattern for Wildcat. As we near the end of the third quarter, you'll see the replay. Making the catch on the slant pattern, getting the first down. That's alright. Clap your hands, Wildcat. You deserve to applaud yourself. Michigan State, that would be Wildcat's last catch of the day, but Michigan State, not surprisingly, wins this one easily over the Bobcats of Texas State, 52-6, thus making us 5-1 here halfway through the season. You see the play of the game was the touchdown to Bee Wildcat. There could have been a lot of other plays for play of the game, but that's okay. So I hope you enjoyed episode 12 of the Bee Wildcat Road to Glory. Join me, next time around in episode 13. We'll have weeks 8 through 10, as that will be the next 3 games, unless there's a bye week in there, of Bee Wildcat sophomore year in college with the Michigan State Spartans. And Bee is not the player of the game. It's Ricky Andrews, the quarterback. Went 20 of 28 for 461 yards and 5 touchdowns on the game. So Michigan State now 5-1 after their easy win over the Texas State Bobcats, and you'll see some of Bee's highlights on the day. And once we get out of the highlights, we'll give a little preview of what's in store for the Spartans after this. Week 8 coming up for Michigan State. They're 5-1, and they probably, I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything, but I think their toughest opponent of the season is coming up next week. Who, you might ask? Well, we'll find out here in just a second as soon as this highlight reel is done playing. But my goodness, just an impressive episode. Not so impressive game against Texas State, but still the team got the easy win without him really having a dominant performance. So, hey, look, there's a Tebow. So 5 catches for 203 yards and a touchdown on the day for Bee Wildcat. And who are we going to be playing next week? That's the toughest opponent, Wildcat. Well, as we advance to week 8, we've got Michigan Wolverines coming to town next week. It should be a good one from East Lansing. Come and join me then.